This is called Snow Falls. She wakes to a morning with no reason for living, cries in the mirror to be forgiven, puts on her makeup, takes off her clothes, sits there and bleeds until she can't feel the blood in her veins runs cold. The cat cries to be fed, the batteries in her Walkman go dead, Rachmaninoff stops. A letter she will never read drops on the welcome mat. Somewhere a mobile rings and stops. A member of a minor political party looking for her vote rings her doorbell twice, slips on the ice, slips and ruins his coat, curses. A man laughs at another man's joke. It's a big laugh, he's a big bloke. Laughter invades the square. There's a chill in the air. Her best friend calls for her to go on a blind date. She does not hear. Snow, snow, snow falls. Thank you. It's the same lady in better times. This is called Preserve. Tongues stained with blackberries, we collect kisses, falling into ditches, being stung by nettles. Your dress snags on a briar, and you cry out in mock horror. I cut my way through the tangle of thorns as if I were your prince. Charming me, you undo the buttons, step out of your dress as if you were stepping out of yourself. Your dress hangs like a chrysalis. You let down your golden hair and we make love. Then and there, a tractor and some cows go by. We laugh and try to hide. The sun beats down on my bum. We giggle and come, return to the big old dirty town and turn our blackberry picking days into luscious winter jam. Thank you. I was 12, I was back at the class, I was at the bottom of the class, and a teacher said, open page, whatever, whatever, and he said, I hate teaching this woman, I don't understand her. And I shyly looked down, and Emily Dickinson looked back up at me, and I was in love. And so this is called Love Song for Emily. You handed me your eyes so that I could see as you saw. I look at in wonder, seeing you sew the world together in quick little stitches. A perfect embroidery of knowing, drawing the thread true and true, until nimble as a needle, I knew as you knew. Oh, Emily, I was always in love with the beauty of your eyes and how they saw and said the world. In the quick dashes of your mind, like braille to my blindness, the Morse code of your thought, leading me through the labyrinth of you, bound in a nutshell, until I arrived at the beauty of your eyes and you handed me your seeing and I saw. Thanks. Myself and Jan must be at least 1,000 kisses deep by this stage, Jan, are we? More. This is the first time I kissed Jan. I met her in Stratford-upon-Avon, and so this is the first kiss. This is called, Do I kiss her now? Do I kiss her now? Do I kiss her now? Centuries of seconds amble nonchalantly by. The kiss that is in our minds, not yet upon our lips. Just do it. You scream silently. Do it. I cry wordlessly. The birds in the trees can only laugh. Do it. They mimic. Suddenly, the last second hoves into view, carrying a placard, the kiss is nigh. I grab that second by the scruff of the neck. What in God's name kept you? I almost screech. Painting the soil, wasn't I? Sniffled the second, wiping its nose. You add, squirming deliciously within yourself. Okay, cut, that's it, that's a wrap, shouts life from its director's chair. At long last, the kiss exists. I said cut, shouts life again, but we continue doing what we're doing, not listening to anything but us. Thank you. We're just back from New Delhi where we launched a Smell of Purple. So I'll just read you the title poem. This is all about growing up with my little 3-year-old. If you want to get a mentor, just get a guru, just get yourself a 3-year-old girl. And the world will blossom into knowingness for you. So things would usually start with Tilly bursting in the door with some big announcement, such as the smell of purple. She says she can smell yellow. She says she can smell blue, despite not being able to spell either colour. Yellow smells the same as blue, like a wet kitty drying by the fire. Red smells like mummy when she kisses. Her kisses smell different when she kisses you. Then she smells like flames with little orange tips. Purple is my favourite smell. It smells just like a magic spell. I kiss her goodnight like violet, only lighter, with little flecks of purple scattered here and there. This is called being dragged across the carpet by the cat, as happens. The hair often looks like it's been dragged across the carpet by the cat, so okay. Being dragged across the carpet by the cat. You fall on the floor. Carefully, I brush you up. Restored to your urn, you sit upon the mantelpiece, gazing at the setting sun. My last poem is called Oscailga, which means in Irish. And that's a lie, because only half of the poem is actually in Irish. I'll translate, or do you want to translate? Do you know enough Irish?
I'm going to let you do it this time.
All right, let me do this. I remember your last translation with me. It was crazy. It was sort of like a found poem or something.
That's it.
My wife and I longed to have a baby, and although we had great fun practicing, no baby had yet materialised. We went through test after the test, year after year, and we'd only one, this is probably too much information now for you, we had only one test left to do, and that was to say, you can close your ears at this stage, you're raising your eyebrows up and down like that, and it was to see whether the fallopian tubes were clear. Okay? So that was the one test we had to do, and we went for the test and it was cancelled. And they don't come along that frequently, and the next test was 6 months away. And we went for that one, and it was cancelled, so we're a year in, and we fell pregnant without any test. So suddenly, I am a father-to-be. And my wife is finished, and I used to sleep down by her belly, and I used to sing all old Irish scraps of songs and lullabies to her belly. And she used to say, I don't know what you're saying, but keep saying that, because it makes me go to sleep. That's the effect of having women and people with less hair on the top of their head. Wake up. So, Oscailga in Irish. Dún the Sula, close your eyes. Cuddle go law my bra sieve. Sleep until day, my gentle love. Cuddle go solve. Sleep peacefully, peacefully. I roken Galach Shaw is rocking on green Shafi. This moon will rise, this sun will set. Aragus gra I goni. Love and care always. Gach ihas, gach laws, gach iha. Every night, every day, every night. My pluring, my storing, my mooring, my little flower, my little treasure, my little darling. Achanish, but now, cuddle gasov, gasiv, sleep peacefully, gently, gafanya and lay until the break of day. The Misha as a tave, with me by your side. Losing our baby late into the night, holding this little thing that only attempted to be human, unable to let go, I clasped the fetus tightly in my hand and buried it in the dawn of our local park under a recently planted red rose bush. In my grief, flower and baby became one, and night after night I climbed over high railings and even higher stars to talk to her in the dark in Irish, or sing my love is like a red, red rose, or cry. Almost got arrested one night by an Irish cop, drawn to the sound of Irish emerging from the darkness. Guess he let me go because it wouldn't look good on a charge sheet. The defendant was talking and crying to a flower in Irish. Isht, listen. Dinna Egan Akina, someone is crying in the darkness, in his darkness. Phil, Phil, Aruno, oh, Phil, Aruno is not in the room. Flarum, Akushla, oh, oh, oh. This should be too and grow.